Second test recording of Life in Adventure. So, our our last adventure took quite a turn. I probably died like after a few scenarios, but let's start with a new one and let's see if we could get farther than we thought we could last time. So let's try lasting for 30 minutes. Tap start. Congratulations on finishing your first adventure. You can find new storylines at the shop. We hope you enjoy your future adventures as well. Plus 10 gems. Nice, nice. Um, I'm starting my second adventure. I'm still not going to customize anything. I still go with a randomly generated adventure. Okay, well, we have Ulf and we have 4 points and 4 MP. Wait, I'm gonna click on his character and see whatever is his stats or their stats are. Okay. Well, I guess it's a background of an aspiring adventurer, which is like, I think is the most common one. So, our stats are a bit different from before. Our strength is 9, our speed is 11, our intelligence is 8, charisma is around 7, I think. I don't know. I don't remember if that's charisma. Let's click at the heart. Okay. So our constitution is 8 and our, what do you call this? Wisdom is 7. Okay, it is wisdom. Oh, let's start. Aspiring to be a great adventurer, with the sound of a magnificent trumpet, a strong-looking individual was escorted to a platform. The individual slowly knelt before the king. Everyone in the kingdom will remember your adventure. Gaze upon this one, people. This adventurer here is our country's hero. The last time we died to I forgot. With the king's decree, the crowd went wild. Ever since you witnessed the event with your own eyes, you dreamt of becoming an honorable adventurer. Instead of inheriting your father's farm, years have passed and that dream still remains in your heart to this day. It finally motivated you to start your own adventure. You have 10 gold, a wooden staff, and a padded armor. Begin. I haven't checked the diary of our progress, but I'll just read this. Oh boy, wait. Someone was here. Sorry. Let's continue. While you're having a meal in the tavern, a boy wearing dirty clothes slowly approaches you. He puts out a hand in front of you and speaks. Don't you want to hear about rumors related to a witch's treasure? 5 gold and I'll tell you everything. Let's be stingy. I feel like being mean. Get lost. As you shout at the boy to get lost, he goes away with a sad look on his face. Oh, I feel bad. You leisurely finish your meal and head outside the tavern. You arrive at the city where a festival is being held. Merchants are advertising their merchandise and you see young people dancing together. It seems like there are some competitions going on. All of them have an entry fee of about 10 gold. I feel like being a Scrooge, so I don't want to do anything. Let's exit the city. Since commotion and loudness really isn't what you like, you exit the city quietly. The sound of the festival sounds somewhat tragic. Huh? The sound of the festival sounds somewhat tragic. Something must have happened. Okay. Only moonlight shines on the dark night sky. While searching for a place to rest, you find an old mansion and stop walking. Not a handful of light comes from the mansion's windows, just dry ivy covering the wall. The screaming wind tickles your ears. The screaming wind tickles your ears. Tickle. I imagine the wind is going. And you're just like, you get your ears tickled by that? What kind of wind are you? Um, I feel like this is gonna be a horror thing, so let's go inside. You walk into the mansion. The interior is filled with cold air, but fortunately, a fireplace exists. You approach the fireplace and make a fire. Soon after, the warmth melts the cold body. Uh, 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 uh. A strange groan is heard from the stairs leading to the second floor. Okay, I do the most monotone thing ever. Who is it? Either I say who is it, or go to the stair, or leave the mansion. Maybe I would be reckless. Who is it? Someone on the second floor needs to answer your question. You slowly raise your body with a weapon in your hand. Out. Go. Uh. Uh. At the moment, you hear a man's voice who seems to be mumbling again. Go to the stairs. You walk carefully and head up the stairs. The old floor creaks and the chilly wind hovers in the mansion. Ah! I can't shout properly. Ah! And just as you're about to climb the stairs, someone runs in with a scream. His fangs stained with blood aimed at your neck. What is it? It's not showing. It's just a. It's a graphic of a creepy face. Huh. There's a battle. What? Okay, I don't know. Sure, begin battle. A vampire spawn, and its strength is 29. Good luck. Ooh, 2. I'm ready. I'm ready to lose. Okay, I mean, I guess. Okay. Okay, I died. You lost the battle. Gain knowledge of vampire spawn. Health -1, sanity. Oh, it's sanity. Okay, the man jumps at you like an animal. Then he grabs you with force and thrusts his mouth toward the nape of your neck. At the desperate moment, a spear flies in, breaking the window and smashing precisely the man's head. Then the man whose head was smashed disappears as his whole body burns. Are you hurt? A woman approaches and asks you, "Who are you?" She answers your question by examining the ashes. "I'm a member of the Ziwa mercenaries. You seem to have been attacked." "I'm glad you look okay." Ziwa mercenaries, she says, is a group that specializes in hunting vampires. She reaches out for something to check. As soon as you hold her hand together, you feel a sting in your palm. When you look at your palm, there's a drop of blood. "Sorry, you might get infected and become a vampire spawn. Don't worry, you're not infected." "Thanks, or it is interesting." It is interesting. Yes, you say it is interesting and ask to talk more, but she shakes her head with a determined expression. "It's hazardous to hunt vampires, so you'd better only be interested if there are exceptional circumstances." She bows her head and leaves the mansion. You look around the mansion again. It's not a place to rest that the fireplace's lights have been turned off. You pack your gear and leave the quiet mansion. Continue. You gaze up into the night sky. While you're kindling your campfire, the beautiful sight that resembles a fancy black dress decorated with glowing jewelry is enough to dazzle you. As you're staring okay. As you're staring into the night sky, you see a shooting star falling. After looking at the star, you quickly make a wish. I thought it just repeated whatever it said at the first sentence. I guess health. Okay, +1 health. You wish for health to safely continue in your adventures in the future. You think to yourself that your well-being is the most valued asset. Next day, after you open your eyes, you continue on your adventure, your body feeling much lighter. Okay, so it's like a bonus scenario that actually just gives you something. Continue. You meet a bard. He offers to sing for a little money. Oh, okay. I'm gonna listen. Listen, sanity +1. Gold -1, experience +1. The bard plays his lute as he sings. You feel your mind heal as you listen. Continue. Oh, you find a metal cage half buried in the mud. Inside is a dried up corpse. You feel faint due to its rotten stench. I feel like I want to bury the corpse. But why would it have an option of fire arrow? Let's bury the corpse. You get closer to bury the corpse, but the wraith of its owner seems to consider you an enemy. The wraith comes at you with a terrifying scream. Why is the wraith on the first sentence, on the second sentence, and the last sentence differently spelled? Yeah, I consider that different because the other one is a noun, and the other one is like a pronoun. Anyways, let's roll that dice. Oh, 5. Oh, 34. This is scary. I mean, I don't mind. I'm being reckless anyway. I'm a Scrooge reckless person. Okay. You lost the battle. -1 health and -1 sanity. Wow, I quickly just lost my health and sanity that I regained previously. You flee in fear. Only after running for a while do you realize that it stopped chasing you. You listen to 3 wanderers having a conversation. They speak of a tomb of ashen grief, where the king of a fallen kingdom is buried. They plan to pay it a visit. I'm gonna try and avoid this for a while because I've already taken this before. Um, no, it's impossible. It might be the ultimate goal at the current gameplay that I have. Let's see. Let's just look it for yourself. They are excitedly talking about how much treasure a royal tomb must have. You eavesdropped on their conversation and decide to go look for the tomb of Fashion Grief yourself. You leave the wanderers behind as they discuss how to split up the loot. Okay, continue. You run into a dwarf who is showing off his tiny golems to the children. He has many tiny golems made of wood, copper, steel, and other materials. They all move on their own. But what's even more remarkable is the dwarf's right eye. It is made up of intricate mechanical parts. He looks straight at you with his mechanical eye and speaks. Welcome. Care to take a look? Um, Watch his puppet show. -5 gold, +1 sanity, +1 experience. You sit down to watch the dwarf's little puppet show. It's a little cheesy as it is directed to children, but entertaining nonetheless. You pay the dwarf for his performance and move on. You are faced with a pile of dirt formed by a landslide. Okay, you're about to go around it when a giant ant pops out of the dirt. It looks at you with its multi-layered eyes. Oh, there's an option to feed it. I want to feed it. You rummage through your backpack, but don't find anything worth feeding. The giant ant shows its teeth and charges toward you. Oh, shucks. So there is an option to actually like feed the baby. Oh, I want to feed the giant ant next time. I'll get a food. Okay, I won. Cool. 1 XP and 8 gold. The bloody giant ant stumbles and collapses to the gold floor. You wipe the blood off your clothes and continue through the forest. What? You are walking along the beach when you see a dolphin lying in the sand. It looks to be exhausted as it looks at you with its round, shiny eyes. Suddenly, a aquanaga emerges from the water behind the dolphin. The aquanaga sees you, and its strange scream ripples throughout its scaly body. Scaly body. Shark. A shark! A shark! I run. You ignore the dolphin's desperate looks and run away. Soon you hear the dolphin's scream echo behind you. It's gonna haunt me forever. I did not save the dolphin. Oh, you came across a grave in the woods. Someone has dug it up. You are inspecting it when you feel a chill go down your spine. Soon enough, a skeleton materializes out of thin air in front of you. Spooky, scary skeleton. I run. Success! You run away from it as quickly as possible. Oh, you reached the tomb of ash and grief based on what you heard from the wanderers. How? It is covered in dark, sticky vines. You hear a small cry from within the stone chamber located at the center. Set the vines on fire. I've been getting hinted that there's like, I have magic. You consider setting the vines on fire, but realize you don't have the right tools. Okay, why do I have that option clearly there if I can't do it? Okay, kill the vines. You swing your weapon at the vines. They writhe in pain, then try to wrap themselves around you. Okay. Okay, a 9. I kind of get what the math is for this one. Oh, but I'm still stronger than it because it's only got 15 power. Okay. Blood red liquid spills out of the vines as they wither away. You walk past them into the stone chamber. It is pitch black inside. You cannot see anything. Well, I don't have light. So I'm just gonna feel the walls. You fail. You touch the chamber walls for guidance as you slowly walk forward. All of a sudden, one of the bricks you touch slides in. The floor tilts forward and sends you sliding. You push the incoming door open. Thousands of bats are waiting for you on the other side. They swoop down from the ceiling and come flying toward you. Oh, I guess okay. Oh my gosh, that's 68. Oh, I got a D20, but that doesn't warrant me any win. That did not warrant me any win because holy heck, that's a 70 versus 30. That's unfair. But you know, I take this win. I won the battle. Wow. You are covered in sweat by the time the bats fly away. The floor is littered with dead bats. You walk through a narrow hallway to a giant stone door. The writing on it reads, "One shall pay in blood," and you notice a hole near the bottom, large enough to fit one person. Ooh. You push yourself through the hole near the bottom. It feels disgusting, as if you are crawling through the intense intestines of a beast. You shudder in repulsion as you make it to the other side. You see an obsidian casket and several marble pots that surround it. You open the casket and find it full of gold. A skeleton hugging a sword lies on top of the pile. You look inside the pots and find mummified organs inside. You take all the gold along with the skeleton's sword. Then you exit through a back door that leads outside. Okay, so I'm just gonna check the story. Okay, I got 1 from that. Okay, wait. I have a gem here. Where is it? Oh, I have a gem here. Okay. Why did their graphic not show up? Let's check the bag. I wanna equip this. Yeah, equip it. How about this one? Oh, okay. It takes a 2-hand. Okay. Cool. Cool. I have a better weapon now, so my power should be better. Sorry, the dogs are barking, so I'm just gonna have a fun time just whispering here. You arrive at some abandoned ruins. There are no signs of life, but you tread carefully, surveying the area just as you take one step. Crack! The ground slightly shakes. You look down and notice that the color of the ground is ever so slightly different from the surrounding. Okay, sure, I lower my stance because that's a greater one. You sense that the ground might crumble and you lower your stance. Almost simultaneously, the ground below collapses, taking you down to an unknown place. Like a cat, you swiftly jump off the wall and land on the ground. Fortunately, you land on the ground safely. You look around to find a giant door and a stone statue. I'd probably examine the stones. As you examine the stone statue, you feel as if the statue could move at any moment. The stone statue is facing forward and it looks like something was dragged along the ground. Ooh. Why does it suggest for me to break the stone statue? I'm gonna try turning it. You turn the left stone statue counterclockwise, clunk. When the left stone statue faces the right stone statue, a deep metal round sound echoes throughout the chamber. Examine the right stone statue. You stand in front of the stone statue on the right. Turn it clockwise. You turn the right stone statue clockwise, clunk. When the right stone statue faces the left stone statue, a deep metal sound echoes throughout the chamber. Both statues then jump up, smashing into each other and shattering the dust. After the dust settles, you notice the door has now opened. Huh. The exposed space through the door is pitch black. It feels like you're being sucked into a black hole. Sure, why not? You pass a huge door and step into a spacious room. As you take one step into the room, the torches on the wall light up the area. There are white bones throughout the spacious room, and in the middle of the room there is a very old chest. Okay, let's open the chest. Inside the chest is a bronze chalice stained with blood. As you try to gather the things into your bag, the torches on the wall go out. The room becomes pitch black. You are overwhelmed by the darkness and you hear something rattle. Oh, duh, I'm gonna run. A sliver of light is shining through the huge entrance. You run towards it at full speed. Whoosh, the arrow flies past, barely missing you. You are lucky enough to dodge the arrows and successfully escape the room. Then the entity who shot you reveals its identity in the dark. Something made up of white bones eerily makes its way towards you. Superior and very superior. Oh, my victory chances are very superior, I see. Okay, I mean, I got my sword. Oh, I level up. Cool. Let's see, I have 4 bonus stats. I don't mind adding more dexterity. And charisma and constitution. My last one. Yeah, add for wisdom. Okay, cool. Bloodied bronze chalice, sanity 2. Oh, I added 1 health bar, but... Oh, can I equip it? It's a magic tool. I see. Cool. Okay. So, you read a recruitment flyer for pioneers on the city notice board. Recruiting adventurers to explore unclaimed territories beyond the Adelante Mountains north of the kingdom. Ooh, apply. You go through a simple application procedure at the Adventurers Guild, after which the clerk hands you a map. Then you head for the Adelante Mountains. A few days later, you arrive at the mountain path. It's being guarded by a giant. The giant is surrounded by dead horses and people. This one? Okay, I might lost minus 1 now, but I had gained experience. You decide to look for another way, but the ground caves in beneath your feet. The giant laughs and grabs you. Suddenly, it takes an arrow in the eye. You manage to escape its grasp. Are you alright? Let's get out of here. A stranger approaches you and helps you up. Okay. Cool, I have a health potion. Can you use it? I actually won't, because I intend to, lose my health anytime soon. Your helper is a pointy-eared elf by the name of Irel. You cross the Adelante Mountains with Irel's help, and he hands you a potion before parting ways. I hope you will return the favor someday. With that, he leaves. You pack the potion and continue your journey. You stop by a small town called Geherin to get some food. You buy hard bread and sit down on a bench to nibble at it. Then you hear a conversation between 2 men. Did you hear about the Witch of Youth? She lives in the swamps of Allinger and she can grow younger. Nonsense, everyone grows old, lad, not the other way around. No, I'm telling you, Joel saw this old woman who turned into a young girl in an instant. You lift your head to face them. Finish your bread. You brush it off as a rumor and continue to eat your bread. The two men talk for some time before leaving. I'm not much of an adventurer, huh? I might leave it at this. No, okay, no. You run across a pointy green-haired dwarf in the woods. He is carefully observing it and drawing a plant through his glasses. You approach the dwarf out of curiosity, then you notice a gray wolf closing in on him. He is too focused on his drawing to notice. Attack the wolf! You charge at the wolf, intent on helping the vulnerable dwarf. Cool. Oh, because I have the sword. But yeah, even if I don't do anything, I'm gonna defeat the wolf. I also have a magic tool. I don't know if it can help me do stuff though. With magic at least. Okay, you defeat the grey wolf. Whoa, what? The green-haired dwarf jumps up and greets you. Oh, welcome, stranger. Ask who he is. The dwarf meddles with his glasses as he speaks. Well, this happens from time to time if you're a herb enthusiast like me. He starts talking about all the different plants he has discovered. You aren't interested in them, but he just won't stop. This could go on forever. After what seems like hours, the dwarf introduces himself as MV. Short for mushroom venom. It's getting late. See you, adventurer. He suddenly claims he is late and hurries off. Man, I'd run away too if my name was Mushroom Venom, MV for short. Like, It starts raining at sunset. You enter the city for an equipment check, so you look for a place to rest. You find an inn named Silver Sturgeon. It's a famous franchise with at least one inn in each city. There is no better place to get some good rest. Walk past it. You decide to pass on the inn and make do with a tent. When you wake up, you see the raindrops have turned into a storm. Your tent has blown away, and you have to wait out into the cold until it stops raining. You're looking through a notice board in the outskirts of a city named Garisfan. Among the many looking to hire flyers, you find an interesting one. Please put an end to the nightly battles that happen in my garden. I will gladly hand over my family heirloom to anyone who does it. Take the job because it feels like it's easy. You take the flyers off the board and put them in your pocket. You go searching for the client. Okay, before I go, I will get the gems first. You come across a smithy located on the outskirts of a small city. The heat and the sounds of clashing metal can be heard. I thought I was going to a mission. As I visit the blacksmith. Ooh. Can I sell this? Sell it. What's I don't think I have any. I'm not interested in buying any. You come across a divided path. According to the sign in the middle, the left path is the rough shortcut to a nearby village, while the right path leads to the same village with a long but comfortable path. Eh? Okay. You decide to for the dangerous shortcut. You go through some dangerous situations like getting stabbed by thorny bushes and almost falling off a cliff. Man, what kind of terrain is this? Why is there a random cliff? But you manage to arrive at the village. As you're traveling through a mountain path, you stop at the site of a roadblock. The naturally formed barricade of smashed boulders and snapped branches lead you to wonder whether a landslide had occurred or something. As you decide to turn away and look for a path around, you hear the voice of a human. Anybody there? Help me out, please. The voice becomes clearer as you approach the pile of dirt. Ask him what he can give you. You know what? I'm gonna do this. You start digging with your bare hands, but apparently you dug the wrong place because soon the dirt pile starts crumbling down along. Oh, the now screaming voice. After the slide ends, you dig at the pile again, but the only thing you find is the lifeless body of the owner of the voice. Oh, you give him a proper burial and leave. I just killed someone. You decide to wash away your fatigue at a local pub named Kiki's Bar. Inside, you find the borderline alcoholics enjoying their drinks. What time is it? Oh, okay. The drinkers come in all races, including dwarves, elves, halflings, and humans, all of whom are chugging like there is no tomorrow. You watch them until someone in the crowd talks to you. Interested in competing, eh? It's called the Mead King of Earth contest. Whoever drinks the most win. The winner takes 50 gold. Ooh. In cash, and no one else will be left with nothing but a terrible hangover. I wanna compete. Oh, I succeeded! You pay 10 gold to join in on the fun. The drinking contest begins. 1 pint, 2, 10 pints, 11. You lose count but notice that all the other competitors are already wasted. I do have a high constitution. The owner cheers and hands you the prize money. Then he whispers in your ear, "Golly, you're one heck of a drinker. Care to play a rougher round?" He urges you to compete in the semifinals. You use the flyer as a guide to find your employer, Martin. His house is lavishly large that it takes 20 minutes to go from the gates through the garden to the house. It's a beach brick mansion with a navy roof surrounded by green grass, flowers, and a pond with a marble fountain. Sorry. Martin is an old man who claims to have bought the house after retirement, but I chose the wrong house. See for yourself when it's time. He seems to get depressed just by talking about it. Martin calls you as the sun is setting over the mountains. It's about to begin. As soon as the sun goes down, the garden becomes a battlefield. Raids emerge from the ground to fight each other. Martin sighs and asks you to get rid of them. What? Inspect the garden. You look down at the garden from the balcony. The raids rise from the ground like smoke and charge at each other, but it isn't some random scuffle. Some of them are taking orders from a commander on horseback, and in their stance suggests military training. There are two sides, and the side where the commander has noticeably fewer soldiers. It seems like they are guarding something. Even at a distance, you feel the commander's exceptionally strong will. Oh, I want to listen to their story. You approach a strong-willed commander and speak. He shouts back, surprised. "What are you doing here, civilian? It's too dangerous. Evacuate before it's too late. We have this area under control." You ask him what's going on. He answers you amidst his busy commands. "We were moving supplies from the Great Hills to Fall East River when we got ambushed. I've got work to do, so stop asking questions and get to safety. Help the commander." You offer help to the commander. His ominous glow diminish. "Go on then, help that squad over there." And with that, he turned his horse and charged at an incoming wraith. Okay, victory chance inferior. How does that work? I mean, they're 91 and I'm 66. I didn't even get a 69 to get a nice chance. Oh, I done and did. Oh, but it's a worthy battle. You're found dead in the garden at sunrise. And, ah, like every other death, your adventure ended in vain. Your death wasn't remembered by anyone. You were just one of the ones who died. Your grave was marked with a wooden tombstone. Your name was written with a crude handwriting. Oh, okay, I see. So that's the end of our second adventure with the Ulf guy. We managed to get to some few places, pass through the Tomb of Ash and Grief without dying, I guess. And that's about it. For now, we'll try and see if we could go a more chaotic route.